Your Amazon listing isn't failing because of bad luck. It's failing because you're ignoring these few things. So if we are selling a golf game on Amazon, and we're looking and then we see our product and our competitors, and our product, for some reason, is not even scratching $1,000 a month, right? There's something wrong. Why isn't this making enough money, right? And then we can go to the competitor that's making $7,000 a month, right? Why are they making money and why aren't we making money? And there's many different things, right, that we can kind of go through. But this is the gist: is you want to go through your listing, look at your reviews, right? Your title length. Have you optimized in the last 90 days your title, your bullet points, your description? Have you looked at the new competitors that are coming in? What are their titles look like? Their images, right? Their benefits, their A+ content, their inventory. Do they have more inventory? Are they FBA and you're not FBA, right? Maybe you need to run a sale and then increase your price back up. Look at your listing health, your buy box. What happens a lot too is you're not indexing, which is one of the worst things that happens on Amazon. And it randomly happens and you don't even know it. So if you go on your cell phone right now and you type in your product and you can't find it, it might not even be ranking on Amazon. Amazon may have accidentally put an adult flag on your listing or has an error where it's just not indexing. You have to contact the catalog team to re-index it. Sometimes the niche has become a little bit too competitive, which is completely okay. And that's when it's too competitive, that's when you really need to stand out, right? And with the first image like this, it's pretty good, but it's not great. You really want it to stand out more. And you might think this is amazing, but you've got AI. You can ask AI, how do we make this better? Look at your new competitors. How are they standing out? How are people in a completely different category like kitchen cookware standing out, right? What do their secondary images look like? Do their secondary images produce emotion? Or do they look terribly edited like this image right here, where you can obviously see they just edited the card right in his hand, right? And the second image, it's very boring. It has too much text, right? People are going to go to the next. They're going to say, let me just check out the next product and come back to them. Come back to this one. You don't want to be a secondary product that comes back to it. You want to have an image that stands out, probably having people actually having fun playing golf. Have you thought about that, right? You want it to produce an emotion. You can see right here, I know this is a completely different item, but the biggest thing about this one is it's extremely emotional. It's got not just one image, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's high quality. Can you do that for your secondary images? Is your first image idiot proof? If you showed an 8-year-old your product, how long would it take, just the first image, how long would it take for them to say, oh, I know what that product is, right? You want the first image, since our attention span is so short, to show exactly what the product is. Same with the title. The first 5 words, the human attention span is so short now due to TikTok, to these apps. You want to stay on top of it, right? So that's the gist of this. Go through that checklist. Make sure you're being indexed. Make sure you're showing up. And of course, at the end of the day, we do offer a free audit. You can contact us right in the link below. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of EHP Consulting Group, signing out.